We're going to start the Salmonella FDA BAM confirmation method. So I have the SOP here, along with all of my materials and my QC sheet. The Salmonella FDA method can either be submitted as a confirmation only or as a rapid screen and then a confirmation. So you'll have the information for media and reagents listed in the SOP, along with the flowchart that provides an overview of the confirmation as a whole. From here we get into the sample preparation and primary enrichments. It does refer you directly to Chapter 5 of the FDA BAM. So you would look for those for guidelines for how to enrich a sample if you were going to test a sample directly for confirmation. So from here, if you have completed a screen and then the client requested confirmation, you would actually start here at the isolation step. And it gives you some information on how to get prepared for each section of the test. So you want to make sure that you prepare some plates because they have a short shelf life. Make sure that we allow all of our materials to come to room temperature. And then we're going to label our TET tubes and our RV tubes with the report and sample number. We're going to place those in a separate sample rack. So you can see here that I have some LIMS label stickers that I've printed, and I've labeled them RV and TET. So I'm going to label my first set of tubes for sample 1. So this is my RV. Grab my RV. I'm gonna place that in the sample rack, and then the same thing with my TET. Then I'm also gonna label sample number 2. And then we're going to have our 3 controls. So we're going to do a control negative. We're going to have a set of tubes for each control. So control negative. We're going to do a salmonella positive, but it is a H2S negative producer. So you can write control positive H2S negative. Or you can write control positive over negative, and that indicates that it is still a salmonella positive, but it's a negative for H2S. Then for our third control, we're going to have a control positive, but an H2S positive, which also can be written as C positive over positive. Okay, so we labeled our 10 mil TET and RV tubes. And now we're going to complete our additives. So we're going to add 100 microliters of brilliant green dye solution at 0.1%. We're going to add 200 microliters of the TET iodine solution to each tube and vortex. So both the brilliant green dye solution and the TET iodine are both going to go into this tube. So now we're going to add the 100 microliters of the brilliant green dye solution, which is right here, and 200 microliters of the TET iodine solution, which is right here. Now, before we add these, we want to go ahead and write down our TI numbers. So I'm just going to set my SOP over here to the side. And let's fill in all of our QC information. So our TET number is over here, 1556178. Let's put our iodine number, which is right here. And our BGD number. And our RV number, and I need to go in and fill in all the expiration dates as well. 1561120. Expiration for TET is 4/8. Iodine 4/2. 4/29. And RV, which is 2/8. Okay, now we have all of our information in there. Let's go ahead and transfer our sample. 100 microliters for the brilliant green dye. Our pipette is set to 100. Okay, and now we're gonna add 200 microliters of our TET iodine solution to those same tubes. So let's update our pipette to 200. Okay. So after we get the additives to our TET tube, we're going to go ahead and vortex this. Just a brief vortex just to get those solutions mixed before we add our samples. We're going to do that for all of our samples.